Why did I move here? I guess it was the weather.
And that weather was beautiful. Look at the gang here. Michael, Franklin, and Trevor just living life in Vice City. How awesome would it be to see something like that in GTA 6? What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another GTA 6 video. My name is Saints Fan, and today we're taking a look at these old characters and why I think they should be in GTA 6. Now, if you want to see more of these characters in the GTA 6 Trailer 1, then check out the video. I'll leave a link in the description at the top right. This YouTuber called JANTSUU actually made a absolutely hilarious video. I don't watch a whole lot of YouTube nowadays, but this was in my recommended feed, and it is just phenomenal. I think it's titled GTA 6 Trailer 1 with Michael, Franklin, and Trevor, and that's actually where the screenshot at the beginning came from. It's a really well-made video, and definitely check it out if you want to be highly entertained. But watching that video, it got me thinking, like, wouldn't it be awesome to actually see these characters in GTA 6? And I'm bringing this up for a couple of reasons. The first one being, this isn't anything new for Rockstar. They've brought back multiple GTA 4 characters in GTA 5, so why not bring some of these GTA 5 characters in GTA 6? GTA 4, of course, was in Liberty City. GTA 5 was in Los Santos, not really close to each other geographically, so they made up a reason as to why Johnny was now in Los Santos. And unfortunately, you know, if you all played the story, Johnny gets killed by Trevor, but they did bring him back. So it's not crazy to think they could bring these Los Santos characters to Vice City, even though they're nowhere near each other, those cities. And I will just say, out of the three main characters, if you could only pick one to show up in Vice City, I think it has to be Trevor, mainly because that guy is like the most Florida-like character. He just embodies the craziness of Florida. And it would be kind of interesting if they pulled a Johnny with Trevor, where someone in the story kills Trevor to sort of set the tone. I feel like that's sort of what was done with Johnny, to sort of set the tone for Trevor's character, to show how crazy he was and how dangerous he was. They had Trevor kill Johnny right off the bat. Now, I don't think, from what we've seen so far, that Lucia or Jason would kill a character, but maybe there's like an actual villain in this story, and maybe that villain could kill Trevor. One of the reasons I'm even bringing this whole killing Trevor part up is because allegedly Stephen Ogg, the voice actor for Trevor, is sort of sick of being associated with Trevor. He doesn't really like, I guess, the character or his time, or I don't know. It's been a whole saga over the last couple of years. He hasn't really embraced it, and that could be exactly why Trevor gets killed. He comes back for a little quick scene, they kill him off, and that's the end of his story, and maybe he never has to hear about Trevor again. But of course, we have the other two characters as well, Michael and Franklin. It is implied from GTA Online that Michael, I believe, is like some big movie director. Franklin is also super rich now. So it's not crazy to think that, hey, they vacation in Vice City. That's a place where people go IRL, so it's not crazy to think you could see these characters in Vice City 10 years or 15 years later if it all is the same universe. And I will just say, I don't think, and I don't expect or even hope to see a major part for these characters. If it's done properly, I think it's just a small little Easter egg. Like you see in these screenshots, they're just in the background. Like you just see them on the beach, or you see them relaxing, or you see them in a nightclub, or you see them driving around. And it's just a rare sort of one-off thing. That's the perfect way I think these characters would be in GTA 6. Now, one of the other reasons I'm bringing this topic up is because a few days ago, there was this podcast with actually the three main characters from GTA 5, Stephen Ogg, Ned Luke, and Sean Fantino. And it was actually revealed on that podcast. Actually, here, take a listen to what Stephen Ogg, this is Trevor, what he had to say.
And we also had that really cool shit of, there was, and I forget if it was DLC, I have no idea, but where Trevor was going to be like a undercover. He works for the feds, and we did shoot some of that stuff with like James Bond Trevor. He's still kind of a fuck up, but he's doing his best to pretend to be like, and we shot some stuff, and then it just disappeared and never did it, and they never followed up on it. But I thought that would be cool. Like he gets hired.
They went to GTA Online, I believe.
So as he said, there actually was supposed to be a Trevor DLC, an Agent Trevor DLC that, of course, inevitably didn't happen. And I believe later it was found through data mined information that the Doomsday Heist update for GTA Online, it basically reused a bunch of that Agent Trevor DLC content, obviously just without Trevor. And I also just want to remind people that this is coming off of a major leak a couple of months ago, back I believe in December, where there was like 8 DLCs leaked. Here were the big 3. There was the Agent Trevor DLC, which, like it says, became the Doomsday Heist. There was a Prologue DLC, which was supposed to be a North Yankton expansion, and a Liberty V DLC, which apparently was supposed to be Liberty City in the GTA 5 engine. Of course, all of those didn't happen, though. And how this ties with GTA 6 and maybe seeing these characters return is because they never did get much closure. We kind of got a bit of it in GTA Online, like some side comments here and there, but these big DLCs, they never got to finish the stories of these characters. So it wouldn't be crazy to think that in GTA 6, we might get a little more from these characters. And again, nothing major, but you might see some news stories, maybe a website article here and there in like the in-game browser that explains a little bit more about these characters. And I am going to go on a little rant here because it is something to be worried about, I think, with GTA 6. I guess in the comments, before I even go on this rant, would you like to see single-player DLCs return in GTA 6? I guess that's the big question. I mean, before GTA 5, Rockstar was known for having some of the greatest DLCs and expansions to their games. I mean, Undead Nightmare, one of the best DLCs of all time. Even if you go back to GTA 4, those DLCs were incredible. And that all stopped with GTA 5, of course, because of GTA Online. I think what ended up happening was they didn't plan or anticipate the success that GTA Online had, and so they sort of scrambled and had to ditch all their single player stuff and focus completely on the online experience because that was just making them billions upon billions upon billions of dollars. And I have seen some optimistic thoughts regarding GTA 6 and how, well, this time they'll be planning for GTA Online and they won't get blindsided, and they'll be more structured in how they do things, and we will be getting single player DLCs, and the online DLCs will still be there, but everything's going to be good. But RDR2 happened. RDR2 was after GTA Online. RDR2 also did not receive any sort of single player DLCs, and there could have been some great ones for that game. I mean, a Sadie DLC would have been phenomenal. A Charles DLC, whether it's a prequel or a sequel, could have been phenomenal as well, because we didn't really get a whole lot on his character. Even an Undead Nightmare Part 2, could have been good in that game, but we never got it. At the end of the day, it does come down to money. Even though you would think something like a good DLC, a good expansion that they could sell for $30 or $40, that would make them a lot of money. It's probably nothing compared to what they make in GTA Online or GTA 6 Online. And as far as how much effort they would have to put in, it's obviously a lot less for the GTA Online stuff. GTA Online, you make a couple of cars, you make a couple of guns, reuse a couple of missions, boom, people eat that up, they buy all the shark cards, you're making hundreds of millions of dollars. Where a single player DLC, of course, you have to get actors to come in and voice act and motion capture. You have to write all of it. If there's a new land mass, you have to make that. Like, there's a lot more that goes into a single player DLC, and of course that's gonna require a lot more money, and maybe they don't make as much from that versus the online stuff. Like, yeah, from a business perspective, it makes sense Take-Two and Rockstar focus on the online stuff, but it does suck that we might not ever see the magic of Rockstar single player DLCs ever again. And if you are someone who never plays multiplayer games, it sucks even worse, because then once you play the game, that's it. There's no more. Now, I will say, maybe to end on an optimistic note, we don't know a whole lot about GTA 6 Online just yet. So maybe Rockstar's figured out a way to have their cake and eat it too. Maybe they've come up with a way to have a single player DLC that also connects with the online aspect, and maybe everyone wins. The people who play single player get their single player story, and then obviously it transfers into online. You get a bunch of new cars, a bunch of new guns, maybe new characters show up or something. Like, I think maybe that's definitely a possibility, because they've had 15 years damn near to figure this out. Kind of went on a tangent there, but honestly, maybe that's another reason why we might see the old characters return in online. Maybe they're not involved in single player, but like 10 years, 5 years, however many years down the line in GTA 6 Online, it's not crazy to think they bring back Franklin, they bring back Michael. They'll be old as hell, but they'll bring them back in the online portion, and boom, you'll relive and have that nostalgia for GTA 5. So that's where we're gonna end it. Should the old characters make a return in GTA 6? Thank you guys for watching. Please drop the video a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more GTA 6 content. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.